We're back on the air. My name is Jeffrey Davis. This is Radio Entrepreneurs. And again, in our thousands of first-timers of entrepreneurs, we have a new one on the show, hopefully not the last time. We have Naf Tali. So what is it? What is Humans Working all about?
So I help companies develop strong cultures to make employees have a better time at work and so that they can contribute more effectively, more efficiently, and to help the companies build loyalty, do innovation better, have more productivity, and just to make a overall better work culture in the world.
You're a management consultant?
You could say that, sure.
Yeah. So give me, what you said, it sounds nice. Apple pie. I like to say the same thing. Give me a little bit of some of the mechanics of what you really do in an organization.
Sure. So the way that I came to doing this work was when I started a company when I was around 23 years old. Didn't really have any idea of what business was about from a sort of MBA perspective. I just started this company because, frankly, I was not happy working at some of the other companies I had worked at. So it was an internet consulting, software development kind of firm. Grew it to 15 people. We were doing great. Everybody had a nice salary, with great benefits. And after about 4 years in business, we fell on some really hard times. One of our clients didn't pay us a ton of money that they owed us, and a whole bunch of other clients stopped giving us work because the economy was in a tailspin. And we just couldn't recover from both of those things. Sat everybody down around a table. It was 10 guys at the time. And they basically, after I told them it was all over, time to go home, one at a time around the table, they all said, "No, we'll stay. We're not. You'll come up with something," is what they told me. And that was a huge turning point in the company and my life. So after that point, everybody worked for 2 months for free. And in that time, we were able to get the largest contract.
Jeez, how do I hire you guys to work for me?
Yeah. We were able to sell the company and get the biggest contract we've ever gotten. And because we got that, we were able to sell the company. And in the sale, everybody got a raise. So I'm just trying to share that sort of experience with other companies. I had never planned on that sort of return from my employees. But just by being kind and treating people with respect and a whole bunch of other things that sort of seem very soft in business these days, was able to get a huge return. And I've been able to do that in other larger organizations that I've worked in since then. That's what I'm trying to help companies do.
Do you do it alone?
I do it alone, yeah.
So how do you get your clients?
So far it's been primarily word of mouth and traditional, LinkedIn, blogging, that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. So I like to work with companies that are 20 to 50 people. Starting at 20 to 50 or a little bit larger, that have already experienced some growing pains. So as opposed to startups, where I feel like it's easier to keep that culture together around that 10 to 20 person mark. But as you start adding layers of management that you perceive that you need, a lot of that stuff can start falling apart.
Project-based?
Yeah, definitely project-based. Primarily working with leadership, but also working with the entire organization.
A lot of group work?
Yeah, a lot of group work. So starting with the leadership, because I feel like no matter what you can do in the organization, if the leadership doesn't have buy-in, of course, it doesn't work. And a lot of the time, it's just sort of undoing a lot of people's preconceived notions of what business should be or how businesses should work in order to get them to be able to accept sort of a softer culture.
If somebody wants to learn more about how you approach organizational improvement,
sure,
how would they find you?
So our website is humansworking.co, and soon we're going to be starting a program, an online webinar-based program. We'll have a training call once a week and a Q&A call once a week. So we'll have a few people on the call. There'll be a training where I provide a whole bunch of content, and then a Q&A call where I answer questions that anybody has for as long as it takes. And there's information about that on the website.